What if I told you there's a country on Earth that might completely disappear within your lifetime? No war, no invasion, no explosion, just the ocean. Today, we are traveling to a place most people have never heard of, the Marshall Islands, a nation made of tiny islands scattered across the Pacific Ocean, quietly fighting against time itself. Stay with me, because this story isn't just about a country, it's about the future of our planet. The Marshall Islands are located in the central Pacific Ocean between Hawaii and Australia. This country is made up of 29 atolls and 5 islands, spread across an ocean area larger than Mexico, yet the total land area is smaller than many cities. Most of the land rises only 1 to 2 meters above sea level. There are no mountains, no hills, just thin strips of land surrounded by endless water. From above, they look beautiful. From the ground, they feel fragile. This is a place where you're never more than a few steps away from the sea. The horizon isn't a distant line, it's a constant presence, a reminder of both life and the looming threat. The very water that has sustained generations of Marshallese people is now slowly reclaiming their home. It's a quiet, relentless advance, and it's happening right now. Life in the Marshall Islands is deeply connected to the sea. It's the source of food, the main highway between islands, and the center of culture and community. People fish daily. Children grow up playing near the water, learning the rhythms of the tides. Homes are built just meters from the shoreline, with front yards that meet the sand. It's a way of life that has existed for centuries, in harmony with the ocean. But here's the problem: that harmony is breaking. The ocean is rising. Storms are becoming stronger and more frequent, and salt water is seeping into the ground, invading the precious freshwater supplies that people depend on for drinking and farming. Some villages already experience flooding even on sunny days. This isn't a future prediction. It's a present reality. Imagine waking up and finding seawater inside your home. Not during a storm, but during a normal, calm morning. This is daily life for many Marshallese families. They build seawalls from coral and debris, a desperate attempt to hold back the inevitable. It's a constant battle, a defense against an enemy that never sleeps. But climate change is not the only threat they've faced. To understand the Marshall Islands today, you have to understand its dark history. Between 1946 and 1958, the United States conducted 67 nuclear tests in the Marshall Islands. The most infamous was the Castle Bravo test on Bikini Atoll, a hydrogen bomb 1,000 times more powerful than the one dropped on Hiroshima. Entire islands were vaporized, leaving massive craters in the ocean floor. Communities were forcibly relocated, their ancestral homes declared uninhabitable. Radiation poisoned the land, the water, and the people. Generations have suffered from cancers and birth defects linked to the tests. Even today, some islands remain too radioactive to live on Enuituk Atoll. There is a massive concrete dome called Runit Dome. It was built to contain the radioactive soil and debris left over from the tests. It's essentially a nuclear tomb, but the dome is old and it's cracking, and beneath it, the unlined bottom means the radioactive material meets the rising seawater. It's a silent disaster waiting to happen, a toxic legacy leaking into the Pacific. The Marshall Islands have a special relationship with the United States called the Compact of Free Association. This agreement allows Marshallese citizens to live and work in the U.S. without a visa. In return, the U.S. provides economic aid and maintains strategic defense rights in the region. This compact is a lifeline for the country's economy. It also provides an escape route for those fleeing the rising tides or seeking better health care, often for radiation-related illnesses. Thousands of Marshallese now live in communities in Arkansas, Hawaii, and Washington. This relationship keeps the country alive economically, but it also serves as a constant reminder of how deeply history and a global superpower have shaped its fate. It's a complex bond, born from a painful past and facing an uncertain future. So, will the Marshall Islands disappear? Scientists warn that if sea levels continue to rise at the current rate, large parts of the Marshall Islands could become uninhabitable, not centuries from now, not someday, but within decades. The combined threat of sea level rise, stronger storms, and freshwater contamination creates a situation where life may simply become impossible. The question is no longer if people will leave, but when. And this raises profound questions. What happens when a country loses its land? Can a nation exist without territory? Where do its people go? Do they become citizens of another country, or are they permanent climate refugees? The Marshall Islands are forcing the world to confront questions humanity has never faced before. Their government is actively exploring radical solutions. From raising the islands artificially to the concept of a digital nation, preserving their culture and statehood online long after the land is gone, this is not just a story about a small island nation, it's a warning. The Marshall Islands are on the front line of climate change and the consequences of human decisions. What happens there today is a preview of what could happen in coastal cities and low-lying regions all over the world tomorrow. Their struggle is a mirror reflecting our own collective future. And yet, despite everything, the nuclear legacy, the rising seas, the constant threat of erasure, the Marshallese people continue to fight. They are not passive victims. They are global leaders in the climate movement, speaking with moral authority on the world stage. Demanding action from the nations most responsible for the crisis, they fight for their culture, their identity, and their fundamental right to exist. Their resilience is a powerful lesson for all of us. If you found this story surprising, there is much more you don't know about our world. We share deep stories about unknown countries, hidden histories, and places most people never talk about. Visit the channel for more full-length documentaries, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next story. Because some countries are disappearing and their stories deserve to be told.